we mentioned it in it, like at one part we take the contestants to a private island and let them compete for it. One of them wins it. It's the $5 million, which is the largest cash prize in entertainment history. No one's ever given away $5 million before. And on top of that, we gave away so much more money in the show.
Yeah,
and it's
I saw that.
Yeah, we broke over 40 Guinness World Records, official Guinness World Records. Like I have the plaques filming that show.
But who funds these things?
Well, so that show, obviously Amazon paid a lot for, but I also lost a lot of money filming it because we burned through all the money Amazon gave. And I was like, nah, I want to keep making it better and better. So actually my YouTube videos, if you go on my channel right now, are actually a little cheaper than what they used to be because I have to supplement like the Prime Video show because I overspent so much on it, which is kind of funny. But I threw everything I have at it. And that's where I'm excited, man, because it's also like last year I uploaded 22 main channel videos. This Amazon show that I did is like 10 videos that are all bigger than my biggest video ever. So it's like crazy to be sitting on it because right now as we're filming this, it's not out. When they watch this, it'll be out. But it's crazy to be sitting on this much content. I've never sat on. I'm sitting on 6 hours of Mr. Beast content, which is more than what I uploaded last year. Right now, just waiting to drop this show, and it like. I mean, we filmed 15 hours a day for like 45 days straight just on the Amazon show. So it also created a lot of strain on my YouTube channel because I had to film a bunch of YouTube videos, basically take 2 months off YouTube. And then right when we finished filming the Amazon show, I come back and we burned through our videos on YouTube. And now I had to, so there's like which I haven't really been able to talk about this on podcasts, but there's like 120 days where I was like filming every single day because I had to stockpile YouTube videos. So I could go film every day for Amazon. And then I had to come back and refilm for YouTube. And it was like, this was my travel schedule at one point. Like I flew to Canada, spent a couple weeks in Canada filming. Then I flew to like LA to speak at a conference. And then I flew from LA to San Francisco to speak at another conference. And I flew to Germany to launch Feastables and film a video in Germany with a bunch of creators around Feastables. Then we flew to the Netherlands did you watch our new video where we did the $1 versus $500,000 experience? No. Well, we ate dinner in a hot air balloon for a video. And then we flew to the Canary Islands to film on a submarine, which is off the coast of Africa. Then after that, we flew to Dubai to ride a camel for $1. No, that wasn't even the Burj Khalifa. It was just to film camel for $1 and a couple other things in Dubai. Then we flew to, I believe it was Oklahoma to help. We have a video coming up where we helped 2,000 people walk again. So there we helped dozens of people get prosthetic legs and walk for the first time. Then I flew to Guatemala and spent 2 days there helping more people walking in. Then we flew to Ecuador, spent 2 days in Ecuador to help hundreds of people walking in. Then we flew from Ecuador to Florida to help hurricane victims, Florida to Raleigh to do the zero gravity space thing. And then from Raleigh back to Dubai, which is because the Burj Khalifa wasn't ready when I went there the first time. So I had to fly all the way back just to stand on top of the Burj Khalifa. And then after that, we flew. I mean, it was, I didn't like sleep in my own bed for like 2 months. I mean, I was just flying.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was like because and before that, it was 45 to 60 days of just straight filming for the Amazon show. So it was like, in which we didn't film that in my hometown. We filmed that in Canada. So I was like, I remember coming back to my bed after all this travel, and I was just like, is this my house? I was like shocked. I was like, is this my table? This is my dog. I have a dog. How's he going?
Dude, that's a lot of work. That's why you are where you are. But tell me the whole process. How do you plan this thing? This series I'm talking about, specifically the Beast Games, right?
Oh boy.
Like give me like step by step, how many steps are involved? Obviously you can't tell everything because it will take like 5 days.
Well, that's
but give me like the short version because it's insane to think. And the other thing is you don't even know whether it'll perform or no. So how do you proof check that?
I know,
in your
right?
head?
Isn't that crazy?
Right?
Like I threw everything. We put everything I have into this. Like,
and how do you check it? Like at every point, oh, this will work, this will not work, because
you have to have blind faith. You have to have, that's the thing. I don't know, right? Technically, I don't know if this will perform or not, but I lost a lot of money filming this outside of the money they gave me. Like I said, I threw all my people at it.
How much money did you lose? Okay, give me that.
Tens of millions. Like I poured tens of millions on top of the money I was given to make this work.
So you didn't make any money out of it?
Oh, no. I would have way more money if I never filmed it. Like way more money.
Why do you do? I mean, let it be. Like I think tons of podcasts have asked you the same question.
Because the goal here is to make the greatest show possible. It's not to make money, right? Like which you can see when you watch it. Like you can tell, like the goal is just to make phenomenal content. But yeah, so obviously step one is you just like, I've wanted to do this for years, but we just kind of had to figure out what would make this different than a typical reality challenge show. Because one thing I think you might have noticed when you're watching is like, if you watch normal reality shows, like they do a lot of cutaways and takeaways. So like something will happen and they cut to someone like in a room, like, you know, that they filmed after the show and get their thoughts on it, which I don't like. There's a lot of things that normal reality shows do that I didn't like. And so step one was like, how are we going to be different, right? Just like on YouTube, we didn't do what everyone else did. We formed our own lane. I wanted to figure that out. So, you know, watched quite a few reality shows and just took notes on like, I don't like that they do this. I don't like that this, I don't like that. And then once we kind of figured out like what I think first principles wise would be an optimal reality show. Like, again, I don't care what other people do. What do we think a 21st century reality challenge show should look like? Once we, you know, kind of wrote those principles out, then, you know, wrote the whole thing, rewrote the whole thing, which this wasn't me. I have a phenomenal team of people who do a lot of this, because obviously I'm also still grinding YouTube 25 days a month, filming and everything we already talked about. So I had to lean on like these just world-class people I have hired. And this
Did
is
you
where,
hire anyone specific
for the Amazon.
for this?
Oh yeah. So we, one day on the Amazon show, like as it was leading up to before we were filming, I walked on set, there was over 1,000 people on set. Some of them building sets, other of them writing, some of them running cables for the camera. I mean, like it's like absurd. Like, so, but yeah, so step one is you got to write it, which I mean, we probably rewrote the show like at least 20 times. I mean, it's like, cause you don't really know what's possible, right? Like at one point I wanted to do this thing that we didn't end up doing, which is like, I wanted to go in a desert, and when we had 50 contestants, I wanted to get like 50 machine guns. So picture like 10 machine guns, and then below it, another row of 10 machine guns, another row of 10 machine guns, another row of 10 machine. So like 5 rows of 10 machine guns each. And then I wanted to put like a mannequin really far out in the desert. And then everyone has a different color bullet, and be like, all right, everyone shoot that mannequin, and get like this cool slow-mo shot with like a phantom camera of everyone just firing these like machine guns, like mounted ones at it. And it's like, okay, 25 of you hit the thing, then they stop. And then we like pull the bullets out of the mannequin. And then what I was gonna do is have those 25 people go up top, and there's like a platform above the machine guns. And it was basically what we were going to do is give them a bag of, you know, money. And then at any point in the next 7 days, they could drop that bag. The 25, they press the button, the 25 people at top, and the bag will fall. And then the 25 people that down below, if they shoot it before it hits the ground, they move on. But if they don't, then they're eliminated. And so then it's interesting, because I thought this would be like a great episode. It's like, so the 25 people below that are like on these machine guns, like what of the 50 machine guns do they stay mounted on? Like, how do they do cycles? Because you got to sleep and you're going to lose attention. So do you do like 2 sets of 12 or 3 sets of 8 or whatever? And then the people up top, you know, are they going to try to drop the bag at night, during the day? And they can drop it on the left side, the right side, and they can see the formation of the people down below. And then we were going to give them like 3 decoy bags, so like they could drop them to see like what times the people are paying. I thought this would be really cool. Right. So we have this thing, and we put all this planning and effort into it. And then it's like, yeah, you can't just have 50 machine guns spraying in a desert. And so it ends up not happening, and that's not a thing. But so that, because we're writing things that have never been done before, you don't know. And so it's a lot of like, I think this is sick, let's do it. And then people are like, that's not possible. And I'm like, figure it out. And they're like, that's not possible. I'm like, figure it out. And they're like, that's not possible. And then I'm like, okay, maybe that's not possible. All right, I'll rewrite it. Yeah, you know, or the team will rewrite it. Not specifically me. I have a phenomenal guy named Tyler who directs or helps me with a lot of the stuff. And so like we legitimately rewrote the show like 20 times.
Here's a hypothetical question. Okay. If it really works and breaks all the records, what would be the one reason why it'll work? And if it really tanks, what do you think will be the reason it'll tank?
The reason why I think it would work is, I mean, we just looked at it from first principles. Like we hired the best in the world to help make the show, that have done the best unscripted stuff. But, you know, we just didn't do things the way they normally do. Like after we finished filming the show, we had we threw this after party to celebrate with the crew. It was great. Everyone's having a good time. I had so many different of our producers and people who worked on the show come up to me and go like, I've worked on unscripted shows for 20 years, decades. And like, they're like, this is the most unscripted show I've ever been on. Like, you guys didn't tell people how to act. You guys just let the contestants, you created